Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, sorry, actually, I missed the class. Uh, actually, I was assigned to some other work, and I'm quite awkward with it. But saying that you have a class which is scheduled. So sorry for the delay. Uh, so how was your test? Everyone, how did you like?
Good, sir.
How was your
Easy,
test?
sir.
Easy, right?
Good.
The paper was easy, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, but one question did not have the correct answer, sir.
Yes. Something
Sir,
like
yes, sir.
five.
39th question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Answer was 8, sir, but answer was not there, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it said the square of 8 is 520, 512, sir. Then again, the cube root of 521, the answer is not there, sir.
Okay. No worries. So paper will be for 39 itself. I later got to know about that. Mm, so last class, what we are discussing?
Sir, I was actually out this
Data
week and I
handling.
was not able to perform the paper, sir. This is Nainika.
I didn't get you, Nainika.
Sir, I was not able to do the paper because I was not in my house this weekend, sir. I was out.
Okay, no issues.
Sir, me too, sir. This is Zubair, sir. I went out, sir.
Okay. Okay. Uh, give me some time. So last class, what we are discussing?
Data handling, sir.
Yes, sir, we were covering data.
Frequency, sir.
Sir, we were doing the
We were doing.
pie charts. Like you were explaining about bar graph, line graph.
Scale factor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are also done with that.
Histograph.
Pictograph. Correct.
Histo.
Pictograph also we are done.
Histo, sir.
We are discussing.
Histograph.
Frequency.
It's not Pisto, it's Picto. We are discussing frequency. Correct.
No, you even give histograph, sir.
Huh?
Histograph.
Pictograph, I
HIS.
explained you. I explained
HIS.
you. Huh?
Histograph, sir.
Histograph you're talking about. Okay. Okay, let's discuss histograph. Histograph is similar to bar graph only. Okay. Histograph is similar to bar graph, so no confusion for that. So I request everyone to please turn on your cameras. Pie charts also we discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Frequency also we discussed. I told what is frequency also.
Yes, sir.
So any doubt till last class?
No, sir.
So tally marks. Next tally marks. Write down. Tally marks. No, note. Make a note of this. Tally marks are used to represent and count data. Tally marks are used to represent and count data. In tally marks, in tally marks, one vertical line is made for one count, and the fifth number is represented by a diagonal line.
Sir, can you go a little bit up, sir?
Diagonal line the previous four, across the previous four line. Across the previous four lines. So suppose if there is a one count, If there is a one count, I will represent in this way. If there is two counts, I will represent in this way. If there is three counts, I will represent in this way. If there is four counts, I will represent with four vertical lines. If there is five counts, I will represent with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A diagonal line which is across all these four lines. And 6, how do I represent 6? First I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 6. Similar, how do I represent 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cross. Oh,
Okay, so this is
yes.
how the tally marks is. Okay,
Yes.
next. I hope please make a note of it.
Yes, sir. What the next?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, if we make a line from the right top to the left bottom, left top to the right bottom, does it matter, sir?
Anything is fine. You can represent in this way also.
Okay,
Anything
sir.
is fine, but the line should be represented diagonally.
Okay, sir.
The fifth count. But usual practice is this. How it is like. Sorry.
So the fifth for the fifth one, do we write it as from the diagonal line? Do we write it from the left to right or right to left?
No, I told you, no, just now. Karthika already asked this doubt. Anything is fine, or you can write in this way also.
The
Anything is
mostly
fine.
they say they use I think from the left to right.
Sorry.
Most my school says that we need to use from the left to right.
See, so universally we use it from left to right, but practically to think anything is fine. But universally, how teachers consider is left to right is considered. Left to right matlab this way, this way. Okay, anything is fine. It's not a big issue. These all are like the theory. You know what is tally marks. How can you know there is no theory saying that to draw from left to right or right to left. It is only tally marks only says that draw a line which is diagonally inclined to all the four lines. No theory says draw in this way from left to right or right to left. Anything is correct. We are drawing diagonally, right, to the four lines.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, histograph. Histograph. A histograph is a type of bar graph or bar diagram where the horizontal axis represent the class intervals. I will teach you what is class intervals once we discuss the problem. Through problem you can easily understand this. The frequency of the class interval the frequency of the class interval is represented by the height of the bars, is represented by the height of the bar. Since there is no gap between the class intervals, there is no gap between the bars. Okay. See, now I will tell you. So here what they said on vertical axis, that is the frequency of the class interval is represented by the height of the bar. So on vertical axis I am taking the frequency. Okay, I will give you some data. 0 to 10 marks, 4 people got, and 10 to 20 marks, 3 people got, 20 to 30 marks, 5 people got. Okay, now I'll mark here. Here this will be origin point, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let me do a big so that you can understand easily. Okay, so this is the given data. This is marks range, and this is frequency. So marks range, you can see what is class interval. Class interval means from which it starts and which it ends. So here 0 to 10. So students who all scored marks between 0 to 10 are 4 people. So 0 to 10 is the class interval. Okay, are you getting my point? And students
Yes,
are
sir.
getting. Okay. And similarly, 10 to 20 is another class interval. So class interval means from this range to that range. From 10 to 20, in between 10 to 20 marks, how many students got the marks? Three students got the marks between 10 to 20. So now what I am doing, if suppose here this is called zero, no gap between the bars. Why? Because I will first teach you. So this is 0, this is 10, this is 20, this is
So,
30.
but not like this example for other numbers, we can use kings, sir.
So I didn't get you last year. Your cam is off. I don't keep on saying you please on your camera.
Uh,
Yes, please tell. What's your doubt? Please tell.
Sir, not this example, like if we get more like big numbers, that time we can use kings, sir.
Big numbers, matlab, like what you mean by big numbers? Like
Sir,
100,
like
200.
99. Yes, sir, like that.
Then you have
80.
to use divisions from 0 to 50. Anyways, don't worry about the big numbers. What graph to be drawn, they will give in the question itself.
Yes, sir.
And they don't expect you to draw for big numbers. They don't tell you to draw from 0 to 1000 or 10,000 to 2000. If they tell
Yes,
you
sir.
to draw, if they tell you to draw the 0 to 1000, then the class interval should be same. Suppose 0 to 1000, next number should be 1000 to 2000 interval, that range
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about. And after that 1000 to 3000. Here again write it. This is 1000. Here again 1000, 2000, 3000. I can put it as one scale is called 1000 units. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So that's how you can name your scale.
Yes, sir.
Go as per the data. Once we keep on solving the problems, you will easily understand. No worries. So here on y-axis I am going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you see 0 to 10, how many students are there? 4 students. So what I will do, 0 to 2, so here 0, 4, and here 10. So 0 to 10, 4 students. Any confusion in this? Next, 10 to 20. So on 10, 3, and on 20, 3. So 10 to 20, 3 students. This is frequency. This is class interval. This is class interval. And 20 to 30, 5 students. So this is 5 and this is 5. Just a minute. Hello. నేను క్లాస్లో ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్లో కాల్ చేస్తాను. So here 20 to 30. So how many students here? So 5 students.
So I didn't understand the difference between bar graph and histograph.
So bar graph is simply be represented with bar. So I'll see, once we discuss the problem, you'll come to know what is the difference. So that's the reason why I initially mentioned it's a type of bar graph. In bar graph, we don't consider frequency. Here we consider frequency. Frequency means how many we are keeping a count of how many students or a repeating. We are keeping a count on a repeating data. We are keeping a count on repeating data. Okay, we are keeping a count on repeating data. Just a minute. So we are keeping a count on repeating data. So once we solve the problems, you will understand what is bar graph and what is the difference, exact difference between one. Through a practical example, you can easily understand. So don't worry. Eventually, you'll come to understand. So this is the thing. Now you please see, is there any gap here?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Suppose if I tell you there is a gap. Suppose if I mention from 0 to 10, directly next frequency I will mention from 30 to 40. So what is the gap I do have here? 0 to 20 and 0 to 20, right? So this data is missing, right?
Yes.
If such is the
The 20 to
if the
30 also done.
yeah, and 20 to 30. So here 10, 0 to 10, 10 to 20 is missing, and again I should will draw graph from 30 to 40, something frequency. Suppose this is 3 and this is 5, you guess. This is called histograph with gap, and this is called histograph with no gap. See above line, since there is no gap between the class intervals, there is no gap between the bars. So this is the bar, this is the bar, this is the bar. No gap between the bars. Similarly, if you see here, this is the class intervals, and there is a gap between the gap between the bars. Why? Because we don't have a data from 10 to 20 and 20 to 30. So this is the difference. Okay, any confusion in histograph? Histograph is a type of a bar graph. Here frequency is involved. I already told what is a frequency. I gave you the example what is meant by frequency by sharing the data of a student going from his home to school and school to home in a day. Okay, so we discussed. I hope you people are remember this.
Yes.
Any doubt? Any doubt till now? Please raise your hand, or else we can proceed further with probability topic. And once the probability topic is done, let's wind up the class. Why? Because we'll do problems on next class. That is Tuesday. We'll discuss problems, or only we'll discuss some 2 or 3 problems today. That's fine. Okay. Any doubt till now, or shall we proceed with the topic? I'm speaking with you people. Any doubt?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
No, sir.
Okay. So here, so before going about the probability, let's discuss about random experiment. Suppose if I throw a coin in air, okay. So I think most of you people are very much likely to watch game, cricket game. So before cricket game is, starts, what Empire does? He just
Toss, sir.
tosses.
Flips a
Yeah,
coin.
he just flips or tosses the coin in the air. So there, if you see, are you sure that it will be head or it will be tail? No, right?
No.
You can't predict, right? What is the outcome result is you can't predict, right? It either may be head or it may be tail. But for sure, 100% you can't say that it is a tail or it is head, right? Or you are throwing a coin which has head and tail. You are throwing a coin which has head and tail. You throw a coin in the air, you will tell this will be head for sure. That's your opinion. But what is the outcome doesn't matter. We don't know, right? So this is called random experiment. In probability terms, what is random experiment? Is nothing but outcome cannot be predicted. So outcome cannot be predicted, which is uncertainty. Okay. For suppose I'm rolling a dice. You know dice. Everybody plays some or other game with dice, right?
Yes,
So if
sir.
you roll a dice, it can be one or it can be two or it can be three or it can be four or it can be five or it can be six. Correct. So if you roll a dice, it can be one, it can be two, it can be three, it can be four, or it can be five, or it can be six. The outcome may be anything, right or wrong. The outcome may be anything. So if you roll a dice, the outcome may be anything. So please write down. A random experiment is an experiment a random experiment is an experiment for which the outcome cannot be predicted. Example: rolling dice, tossing coin. It will be similar to weather report. So you see the weather, we can't predict. It's very difficult to predict weather these days due to the pain we are giving to the environment. We don't feel like which season is moving in which direction.
So
Sometimes rainy
what is
season,
after predicted with?
certainty.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we can't predict. It's very difficult to predict the weather outcome. We don't know how it will be. Okay, next.
Sir, can you go a little bit up, sir? Little bit. Okay, thank you, sir.
Done.
Yes.
Okay. Next, experiment and outcomes. An experiment is any procedure that can be infinitely repeated and has a well defined set of possible outcomes known as sample space. Known as sample space. Each outcome of an experiment each outcome of an experiment or a collection of outcomes is an event. Don't
Sir,
worry, I
go a
will
little
explain.
up, sir. Go a little bit up. Okay. Sir, what is the title?
Experiment and
Okay, sir.
outcomes. No, why?
Sir,
What you are doing?
I went to the
Having.
washroom and came back, sir.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. No worries, no worries. Cool.
So what is known written after sample?
Space.
Okay, sir.
Done.
No, sir, last line. So what did you write there? Known as?
Sample space.
Okay, sir.
So an experiment. So I will explain with you with two experiments. One experiment is tossing the coin. Suppose if I toss a coin, what are the possible outcomes? It either may be head. If I toss a coin, it either may be head or tail. Correct. So if we go for an experiment, so here the experiment name is tossing the coin. And what are the possible, what are the number of the possible outcome here? One or two? Hello. What is the number of what is the number of possible outcome here?
Sir, two.
Two, sir.
Four, sir.
Two. Two, right? Either it may be head or
Two,
either it may
sir.
be tail. So this is called a sample space. So sample space is nothing but it. I already told you what is an experiment is an any procedure that can be infinitely repeated and has a well defined set of possible outcomes known as sample space. An experiment is any procedure that can be infinitely repeated. I will repeat infinite times. If I keep on tossing the coin, suppose if I keep tossing the coin for one time, what is the sample space? For one time head, I'm notating head as H and tail as T. This is my sample space. Correct. If I go two times, it may be head or tail. It may be tail. It may be head or tail head. Correct. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is how it is. This is how it is. So possible number of outcomes is the collection of possible number of outcomes after doing n number of experiments is called sample space. So this is my sample space. This is my sample space. And what is event? Event is nothing. Suppose first time I thrown toss in the air, I got it as H. So this is one event. Once we are doing it, we are getting some result, right? Suppose I thrown a coin. Suppose we played match on Sunday, that is yesterday. I throwed a coin in the air. I chose head. I won the toss. Why? Because I got head as toss. So I won the toss. So that event is called, that result is shown. There no probability of any result. The result is first, once we throw the coin, the result is out. So head is
Okay.
head only. So this is called event. Like event, when you will celebrate a birthday event, it's on your birthday, no? You can't celebrate. Suppose you born on April 20th. For suppose you born on April 20th. You can't you can't celebrate on each month 20th day, right? February you can't celebrate, March you can't celebrate, April you will celebrate as it's your birthday. Why? Because it's a birthday event. Why? Because it's an evident. It's a proven example. You born on that day, so you are celebrating on that day, that month, on that every year you are celebrating. This is also same. Once you throw a coin, if the result is out, which is evident, you can see the result, then it is called event. So event is nothing but the evident outcome. The evident outcome. Sample space is probability of outcomes. Probability of outcomes means what? It may be or may not be. That is called sample space. So I hope every one of you got what is sample space and what is event.
Yes.
Okay. So let's wind up the class. I hope every one of you already noted the points which we discussed in the class.
Yes,
So
sir. I have.
Sorry for
Yes, sir.
delay. I didn't expect this will happen. I have some other work, so I just occupied with that and forgot about the class. Tomorrow it won't happen. Let's connect on tomorrow's class. We are done with this theory part. We are done. One small part is left, that is probability. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the definition of probability and we'll solve the problems on data handling. We are done with this chapter. Tomorrow we'll be also having one revision class on this. Because anyway I'm taking revision classes for you, I'm discussing a lot of problems. And one more thing, if you have any doubts from Sunday's paper, this weekend paper, please let me know. And students who didn't solve, please go through the paper once.
Sir, if there's a question like how many times does a number appear in its cube?
How many times? It's from the paper.
Yes, sir.
Let me check.
I meant each prime factor, sir. Sixth question.
Each prime factor appears dash time in its cube. How many times it will appear in its cube? What is prime factor? What is prime
Uh,
factor?
its factors are is itself and a one.
One, right? One. I already told you know what is a unit is. Suppose one का unit digit one ही है. Three का क्या है? Two का क्या है? Four. What is a two cube? 8.
8.
So this is not a prime number. 3 cube 27. Unit digit is 7. It divided by itself. So this is another number. So this one, and 4 cube 64. This is also not a prime number. 5 cube 125. This is also in a number, a prime number. 6 cube, you will get 6 as unit digit 316. This is also not. 7 cube 343. This is another prime number. 8 cube, 512. This is also not. Again, sorry, this is also
2 is even prime factors.
even prime factor, so leave it. So 9 cube, again it is not. 10 cube, again it is not. So how many we have? 1 2 3 4. 4 is the answer.
Sir,
Yes.
I have doubt in 25th question, sir.
Which of the following is true for any natural number? So what is natural number?
Sir, the number starting with
From
1 to
1 to
infinity.
some infinity, right?
Yes.
So check with the options now. N square, I'm taking n is equal to 2 here. So 2 square is greater than 2 cube.
No, sir.
2 cube, second option, 2 cube is greater than 2 square.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
2 square is equal to 2 square. 2 cube, sorry. Is this correct
Yes,
option
sir.
C? Student,
Yes, sir.
is 2 square is equal to 2 cube.
No, sir.
2 square is equals to 2 cube. No, sir.
4 is equal to 8. What do you mean to say? Hello, who's the Charantesh? 4 is
Yes.
equal to 8.
No, sir. It's not equal.
So this is also not true. And what is the other option? D, none of this. So what is the answer now? B is the answer.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Next. Yes, Pranava, what's your doubt? You're on mute if you're speaking. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear now, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, like what Charantaj has asked, I also have the same doubt. But I have the value of n different, sir. Like I took the value of n as 1. Any natural number, like 1 is a natural number, no sir. Like 1 square is not greater than 1 cube, no sir.
So 1 square if you take greater than 1 cube.
No sir.
Is it a valid statement?
No sir. So 1 is equals to 1, no sir.
So 1 is equal to 1, no? So
Yes
what
sir.
is the option for this? I actually framed the question. I should have not given it as any natural number. I should have taken the term any.
So I took the value of n as 1 and I lost my mark, sir, because like it seems to be wrong in
No,
the
but you can't take it as a one. No, so taking one is
like
not at all a valid. No.
natural number means 1 also, no sir. Like it will come in the set, no sir.
Yeah, it will come, but I should have given you n greater than one. Then the question is valid. I should have, instead of giving you n is equal to any natural number, I should have given you n greater than one.
So like so I chose none of these, sir, because there is no option like that, no sir. So the like
Yeah. The
s-
question which I framed is wrong. Okay.
I
The question
lost
which I,
mark, sir.
yeah, no worries. I'll
And
give you mark.
another question also, sir, like 5 cube is equals to 512, then 512 cube root is 8, no sir.
5 cube is
But uh,
5 cube. 8 cube is
no, no,
500.
8 sir, 8 sir. That only they have given. Like 8 cube is 512 and 512 cube root is 8, no sir. But 8 is
That
not
I
there in
got.
the option, sir.
Cool. That I got to know in the option. No worries. So, two
I
marks are
lost.
so question paper will be for 38. No worries. So don't consider about the marks. Anyways, you know how much marks you got just for testing it. So
Yes, sir.
anyway, I will correct the
I
marks.
got 34 marks, sir. I lost 2 marks for these two questions.
Yeah, you got 34 marks. Lasya,
Mm.
I don't know why she got. Okay, I will talk to you Lasya separately. Who is Mohammad Owaisi? Ronit Shrestha, why didn't you attend the test? Is Shrestha here? Okay, any doubts, students?
No.
Any doubts? Any doubts, students?
No,
Please
sir.
let me know. Any doubts?
Sir, if I write the exam and send you the question paper, sir, I don't need official marks, but I just want for practice. Can you please check it, sir?
No. See, you go through the question paper once.
Yes, sir.
I hope it's a very easy paper for you. Just go through the easy. Many students told me that paper was easy. It will be also easy for you. So go through the
Yes, sir.
question paper once. You have, if you have any doubt or difficulty in solving the question paper, eliminate two questions here. One is the question which sixth
Yeah, sir,
question
I
which.
listened to the ones that they were saying, sir.
So two questions data is missing. So eliminate those two questions and rest all 38 questions are good. If you have any doubt from 38 questions, please let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir. I'll test myself, sir, in the time given. And may I send you the paper, sir, to see
No,
if
no,
you have time, correct it, sir.
no. I'm telling you, if you go through the paper, yeah, you solve. So, anyways, you solve the paper. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next test class, like tomorrow's
Okay,
class.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, it's a not subject to paper. No, it's object to paper. No, anyway, the answer will be out of those four options.
Sir, I did not see, sir. Yeah, the answer key will be given anyway.
Yeah, the answer key will be given anyway. If you didn't get the answer, if you have any difficulty in solving the question paper, then you can please ping me on my number, or you can just ask me in the next class. That is
Sure, sir.
tomorrow's
Thank
class.
you.
Okay, students, it's nice talking to everyone and connecting you this evening. I hope everyone having a great day. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye,
you, sir.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.